Hello everyone, welcome to Sessions with Auntie Mello. We always have a good time here. Have you had a good time over the week? I am so sure that things are working well for you. A little bit of nuggets here and there will help. And sometimes when you hear from some other people, you know that it's not only you going through certain things. So today I am coming to you not with a topic that I've been asked, but I've just decided to share about myself, my testimony, what happened to me. So I'm going to be basically talking about not having children or delay in having children in marriage. So it so happened that I got married, and like every couple, you are not thinking of children, you think it's going to be automatic. And for me, it was not like that. It took me 7 years to conceive and to have a baby. And when I say 7 years, if you have been going through it, you know what I'm talking about. 7 years is not a joke. By first year, you are still okay. You think we are having a good time, but I know you're already expecting. By second year, things are not so rosy anymore. Most of us are now looking for solutions. We try checking out doctors. We start praying about it. And third year is the worst, because by then everybody is talking about it. Actually, second year, friends are starting to ask, why are you guys not having children? Why are you delaying? And you know that it's not because I want to do it, but everybody thinks it's by choice. So it got to a stage whereby I was actually trying to run away from my friends and people that I knew, because everybody would ask, Nanasi, kusem msati maita mwana, kusem muri kunonoka, you know? And one thing that I've noticed is that if you are not careful as a couple, because you are not being open with each other. Ladies can be open, they can be worried and saying, tadi kumbono matirwa, tadi kumboenda kwa Dr. Ningi. For men, it's like, what's the rush? Let's wait. But it also comes to a point when even the man himself starts feeling like, you know, people can be insensitive, right? And friends can start asking, Shamwari, blanks. So he's no longer comfortable even with his friends also, but and you are not having an open discussion about it. And one thing that I noticed about myself was that because you are anticipating, you are so looking forward to it, by the end of first year, every month that you get, it's a pain. It depresses you. I would get into depression every time, every monthly menstruation. I would feel like no, because sometimes you start having symptoms that you feel, I think it's happening now. You know, there are some sense, without anything. And sometimes, anxiety and a lot of things, you can also delay in having your mens. And you start thinking, you are happy, you jumper. Some people have got irregular menses. What menses 3 months, and you think, I think the baby is coming. And you start feeling like, sure, there's a baby. But guess what? It's not coming. And most marriages start breaking at the point of third year. I remember I was in a foreign land, so it was a bit better because I didn't have the pressure of the people that I knew. So one day I remember I visited and I had come home, and you know, when you come home, people are thinking, by now, I think this person is pregnant. And you can see the eyes. I don't know if it's in your mind, but you can see the eyes. The moment you open the car door, you know, and they look at you, mauya, or not maziso ananga kudumbu already. People are wondering, drop, and it would put me down. I would dread visiting because I knew expect out by now. And at that time, you start feeling like you are alone in it because you can't talk about it. Men also, because they can't talk about it. Everything became, it's about me. He's doing this because I don't have a child. My friends ask on time. Why? Because, you know, he's not happy with me. Was surprised. You start feeling like my husband is not doing it because he's not happy with me. It becomes your thing. You start feeling inadequate as a woman. And one other thing that I remember that would happen is that I was a wedding planner for the longest time. So during that period, I would help other people. You know, you are a matron of honor, you arrange a wedding for this young couple that has come 3 years after you are married, right? You arrange this wedding, and 3 months down the line after the wedding, you're already seeing signs that this girl is now pregnant, you know? And you are being called, People are saying kamzukuru, they don't even know kuti iwo uri kunzwa sei. It also reminds me, those days we had a lot of programs that were on Somalia. So Somalia yaitambura zvisingaiti, and they would bring out pictures of babies who were struggling, sulking from the mother's boob. But uchiona kuti boob ramai vacho harina kana chinhu, you know, this woman is starved. Kamwana kachona ka skeleton baby kari kutoshaya mukaka. I would cry my heart out and say, but God, I'm able to look after a child. Why don't you give me a child, God? And it was not happening. It was not happening for the longest time. I remember at one time I almost ran away from my marriage because I was feeling, you know, my husband is the only son right now and he needs a child. My mother-in-law had aged and I felt she needed to see mzukuru. So I knew my husband was loyal. He was not going to bring out a mzukuru from outside. So what better way? I remember I even convinced him that I wanted to go out of the country, you know, so that we can buy a stand or we can build a house. My plan was because I'm not being fruitful. And people are so insensitive. The blame is mainly on the woman. It doesn't matter whether doctors, without the information that they need, they will still say it's the woman. So the messages that come from people, nanasi komaita seko mapirizi kani vanhu makunetsa munotanga mani wamapirizi, you know, things like that. And it would really get to me. So I know that we have people who are in this situation and you feel like, you know, your life is crashing. But can I tell you something? Right now, I've got 3 children. I'm now blessed with 3 children. After 7 years of barrenness, and somebody will ask, what happened? What did you do? I totally don't know what I did. The year that I was planning to run away is the year that I got pregnant. So I want to believe that there's a time for everything. Okay, I don't believe in the unorthodox ways, but I will say God has a plan and everything has a plan. But why don't you take this time to enjoy your marriage? If I can give you advice right now, I'll tell you that if I had known, I would have done all the things that I wanted to do in life at that time. We could have acquired a lot of property at that time. But my focus was, why am I not having children? Everything was centered on why am I not having children? Let me tell you something. Take your mind off it. Find hobbies. Find things that you do as a couple. Visit places. Go see relatives who understand. Because from your own people, circle of friends, join those people, read a lot, do what you can do. If you want to further yourself, whether education-wise or whatever, do it. That's your time. Because when the children start coming in, they will come. When they start coming in, now it's all about fees and it's all about the children. So why don't you just have fun? So today I just decided I'm going to share with you and tell you that it is possible to have children even after a long time, and don't fight about it, because the moment you fight about it, the more you are depressed and the more you are not opening up to the blessing of children. And as for men, I want you to be sensitive with your wife. If it's not happening, I want you to know that she is emotionally drained. Even if you try, I remember in the Bible there's a story of Hannah. Hannah was loved by the husband. The husband would provide anything she wanted, but she still felt inadequate. So it doesn't matter you are buying her gifts, you are doing this. There is that vacuum in her that says, I want to be a mother. So please be understanding when she feels emotional, when it's that month of that time of the month, and she feels, oh my goodness, what's happening? Just support her. Auntie Melo loves you and is there for you all the time. Thank you very much for joining me. We will meet again. Please don't forget to comment, like, and share. Till we meet again next time.